just like going in, it was super fulfilling because I worked really hard to get into the event in the first place. I think that was one of the hardest trials that I've ever had to experience because I basically had to be like a politician, right? I had to sell myself and convince people that they would basically pay to see me compete at this event. Going into the event, I knew that I was going to just love it. It was going to be one of the best experiences of my life. Having to compete against the top talent was one thing, but also just being recognized as a competitor was a whole other thing. Between the money and just going into this big house and being pampered and being treated like we were worth something was kind of new. You know, I think we all got along with the BTS staff in Smash Summit 1 with K-pop and LD and some of the volunteers and Grace. But Smash Summit 2, man, like we were all getting along. I think we were all poking jokes.
Top 12. And then on Sunday we'll be doing everything else for double.
Bless you?
Man, Smashers get real close to people real fast. It's cool.
Johnny's
I think the van rides were maybe like the highest enjoyment to time ratio that I had at Summit. Like those van rides were amazing. We're in this large van, they have a volunteer driving us back and forth, and just 10 Smashers cramped up in the van, right? And we can talk about whatever we want.
You can't focus for hours and hours, and they completely change all your muscle memory habits. It's just too hard, unless you care a lot about every single friendly.
I think some people made a joke where if that van got into an accident, it would be like the most devastating loss in like Melee history.
But when I see that van full of ridiculously good players, I'm like, if anything happens to that van, Melee dies today.
The Melee community could actually just fall apart if that van was lost, right?
I would have to actually get good with all these other characters.
And there were just tons of those kind of conversations all the time. Like all these thoughts that I personally had, or maybe Axe had, or someone else had that we never really got to talk about or collaborate, those were just up in the air.
The Game & Watch is phenomenal. I do the coolest stuff.
Your Fox is actually incredibly technical. I was not expecting that. And then I saw you on the stream and you were just like perfectly like drill shining across stage. We're just like, what?
I've been playing the game for a million years. I hope I know how to do something.
There was a lot of like positive reinforcement in our own ideas. And I think that's sometimes what we need. Like people say that from Smash Summit, the level of tech advanced 5 years or something like that. And I think part of that is just playing each other, and I think part of that is just talking to each other.
You can run and shield if you're like scared, but know that after you shield, Puff gains control, like complete control. You can't hit it anymore unless she makes a mistake.
Hey, I'm confused now. I thought running shield was a good option, but now
No, it's good, but you can't beat the back.
The one energy
so
is
it's more of that,
damn.
like, don't.
Content creation at Smash Summit was crazy. I've never worked closely with you or Papa Paint in particular. We had a bunch of ideas, some good ones, some not fully fledged out, and you know, I had confidence in you and Papa Paint.
I'm the one energy McDaniel.
So the Cribs idea, we have this high production piece of content that showed the BTS house. Hey guys, this is Zoo and
It's Prague.
we are here at Smash Summit 2. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Show you how we're living.
Yeah. I'm MOM number 29 and I'm the worst player in this house, so let's go check it out. Red Bull, Brain Gear, look at this.
We got Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, all those chips that you love. That
Peachy.
rhymes.
Wait, hold on. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It was actually kind of hard to make because I think they actually took the whole Smash Summit tournament more seriously than I expected. Because I think in Smash Summit 1, people were actually just, they went in and it was like, oh, this is a whole new experience. And I think people just lived in the moment almost a little bit more than Smash Summit 2.
I've never heard blow ass before.
What's up? You're watching Toe. You can quote me on this. Smash players are not great Mafia players. The way we approached Smash was also the way we approached Mafia, and our relationships and all of those things played into Mafia. Because I think Mafia is a game of picking up on interpersonal cues.
I heard, okay, first of all, Andrew, obvious target. So I think, you know, one or more of the Mafia clearly played yesterday.
The beginning of Melee was still very interesting, even though it was undeveloped, because people were just playing by intuition. And that's exactly what we were doing in Mafia.
Wait, so why did you not kill Blur?
Because he was eating out of the palm of my hand.
People were saltier after Mafia than they are any of the Melee matches. Like after the matches, everyone talked about it. Like Toph was furious for like 3 hours, man.
To me, it's more of a have fun game, not like I really want to win. Like, you know, Toph is like, oh my god, we fucking lost. I'm so fucking mad. And like for like 5 hours, they're like, Jesus, come on.
I just felt like we were fucked. So I was just gonna drink beer until we ran out of beer. And then Mango ended up drinking all the beer, so I didn't even get that many. I only had like 5 or 6, and Mango had like fucking 10.
Mafia's so much more fun than townsperson.
The roles are definitely way more fun than townspeople.
I really didn't want to be a villager, fuck. I've never had a role. I've always been a villager.
Have you always?
Yes, I've never been Mafia, or maybe I was Mafia once.
I was Mafia on the very first game. I said one line, and no one ever suspected me again. I was so happy. I was like chilling there until we won.
I would probably try to protect the people that I feel are the most likely to be on the townspeople's. Ice and Dwan and Zach, they're like all my homies, so maybe, we'll see. I don't like really to bring that up in the game though.
I have my eye on you. I have my eye on this guy, all right? Because this guy clearly has the most experience out of all of us. He's in league with K-pop wherever he is. And if he's Mafia, that's scary.
And everybody wins is like, thinks they that nigga pretty much. Like Blur's like, you ain't never, yeah. Well, see, I made that hard read.
I just want to be cop or something cool, medic. You know, I'd save people. I'd save Blur actually, just because I would think it was funny.
We need to kill him. Yeah, I think we need to kill him. Fuck him. Yeah, like you don't know shit, dude.
Because the broken strat in Mafia is just talk all the time. All these motherfuckers are dead. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Everybody, I remember I was like, yo, we don't even know. And then everyone was like, kill Phil. I was like, yo, chill. I just had a difference right after they tried to hang me. I literally just made it because people fuck with me like normally. Like, oh, just don't kill Phil. We like Phil. Like, yo, it's like such a mob mentality. Like, it's only like there's not that many people that talk. So if you have an opinion, you gotta be careful.
But I think everyone sucks, so hopefully it'll be easy.
I try to forget about the practice room because it's something that I want all the time. It's so, oh my god. It's just tables aligned along the outside and just a bunch of TVs. Super cramped, man. That room was not empty unless something was actually going on, either a big match or like a social gathering. At big tournaments, we all go through these marathon brackets. And with the way the scheduling works and the bracketing, like a lot of the top players don't actually interact with each other very much. And I've had access to, you know, like Mango and Mewtwo King and all of those guys for the longest time, but I've never really been able to just sit in a single room and just, you know, go on a single setup and play Mango. And whenever I got bored or whenever I got beaten too bad, I could just hop over to Armada and just do that for 3 days straight, right? Incredible experience. You know, the person that you play first round, you hang out with for the first 2 days. You probably practice with them. You know, you probably warm each other up for each other. That's a thing at Smash Summit, right? I honestly think most of the Smash people treat it as a boot camp. If you don't take advantage of the fact that all these top players are here, that's a waste. That's a waste of those 4 days.
I mean, I think it's gonna go well. And even if it doesn't, I mean, Duck's a really good player, so it's no shame into losing to like, no, you know, number 20 in the world or whatever he's ended up ranking.
I'd probably have a 70% chance of winning, so there's definitely a possibility he could beat me. Just because I'm not that experienced at the matchup.
I feel like he's favored, but that's just because he's like the higher rank. And he just beat Hugo last weekend at Fight Pit. I definitely think that I have a very good shot. Like, I'm very confident that I can win. He's not ready for me.
Easy. He got this easy. It's over. It's fucking over.
I get so many grabs with Samus. Do you know what I do?
Please tell us.
I literally, roughly once every couple seconds, I'm like, you know what? This guy has
Esam coming back with zone charge shot.
Dude, just blast.
Yeah, it was that one where the shield's not fully out yet, so you don't see the full animation. Wow. Hey, close game one.
That was closer than it started out.
Yeah. The Duckling takes it over the Pikachu. The Duckling.
I've just never had the opportunity to play with all these good players. Like, I've learned so much already, and it's only been a day and a half. And I haven't been able to play really Melee today. But like, I'm seeing all these things and I'm asking for advice because I don't typically get it because I live in the middle of South Carolina where the best player by a significant margin is me. So I'm kind of just banking on my smarts as a Smash player overall. Samus is a very timing-based character, and I've been playing since 2005, so my timings should still be there.
There's a specific setup that I think you can only do on Battle. Yeah. What? He just didn't air dodge. He kind of just tried to Z it real quick. Oh, that down. Oh! Can anyone explain how that downer actually hit? Falcon.
Downer is definitely the most satisfying move because it's just like, you know how it's like a Falcon stomp, you just get like 3 years to do whatever you want. And I'm very combo oriented. Like I get my hit confirms and I run with them. I'm not a very neutral based Samus, which is my flaw, but also my strength because a lot of people aren't ready to like get hit and take 50 from a Samus player. Like they're ready for like 1 or 2 hits, back up, jab, forward tilt, up B. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna body your face. And that's exactly what I'm gonna try to do today.
That looked pretty tipperish.
That looked very strong.
Well, that was it.
3-0 for Duck.
I'm not gonna say that people didn't probably expect that, but off the first 2 games, Esam could have had both of those.
Yeah, Esam could have won both those games. He was blowing some.
Did you think I
because Scar came over at the start of the set. He said, "I want to commentate the Samus Ditto." And we said, "Well, you have to prove to us you have."
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
The Pikachu bows to the Duck.
Throwing that.
And we said to Scar, "Hey man, you got to prove that you have Samus knowledge."
It's EVO finals and it's just Armada and Mango or whoever's in grand finals just playing on that big stage, and you know there's no one really there other than those two. But at Smash Summit, you could be casting or you could be drinking a soda or eating pizza. Grand finals, people playing for like $10,000 is just happening in the room right over. Whoever was in the grand finals could literally hear me. I had hosted 2 house tournaments myself, and I played in the grand finals of them, and I remember what it was like to be in a corner of my own room, right? And just having everyone just like sitting behind me, and like every move that I make or every cool thing that happened, you could like feel people grasping for air, or like you could hear every little sudden movement, and if there was any silence, it was extremely meaningful. Smash Summit was a throwback to that for sure. Smashers are at the end of the day just like fans of the game or just like fanatics of the game, and I think we just all collectively want to study it together. And you know, like grand finals being played is our celebration of the fact that like we've gotten so far with this game and just like how far we've pushed it, and just like us loving the game. And that's going to be true at an EVO stage or on a couch.